think about what we can do and how we can do more kindness and practice more kindness, I think for me the most helpful thing has been to become more self-aware. So starting by noticing your thoughts, noticing reactions.
I try and be really aware of my own feelings and how they may affect my responses to people. So if I know that I'm hungry or tired or mad to begin with, I will really try and tune into that and not let it affect my interactions with people.
Well, this is one of the things we teach in the assemblies with little kids, metacognition. We use that word with them, the ability to think about your thinking. That's amazing, and that's something only humans can do. That means we don't have to just react to everything. We don't have to let that part of our brain that's afraid control us.
It's a hard message to argue against, being kind to each other. So it's really about helping people understand what that is, that it is something that we have some control over. So something happens to us and we have a reaction, but we can stop ourselves and really make a deliberate choice to respond in a kind way.
Once you can look at your own thinking and your own feelings and identify it, that's when you get good at empathy, which is identifying how somebody else may be feeling. And it's only in having those skills of empathy that we'll be drawn to want to help and do kindness for each other.
I think it's the start. It's the start of something else. You know what I mean? You don't get anywhere by being a jerk,
If we do not teach our children how to interact with one another, we will never fully educate the child.
You can be in traffic and someone can cut you off, and you might feel that instinctual sort of feeling, but you can catch yourself and go, man, I wonder what's up with that person. Maybe they just got bad news or they're zipping off to the hospital or something, and you can calm yourself right down.
Kindness can help you have gratitude for the things that you do have that may or may not be in your control. It can help you have awareness that not everybody may be starting from the same place in life, that certain things may be more difficult for somebody who has mental illness or who has a physical challenge or who comes from a different social class.
Intellectually, it's easy to understand that a kid who's brought up in a difficult situation where what they're observing is people yelling and reacting and getting angry, not having a skill set when they get to school, not having a skill set around kindness, right? It makes total sense. So it helps us have more compassion for understanding that child actually needs a skill set instead of just punitive consequences for their behavior.
I really believe that you can teach an old dog new tricks. If someone's not really experienced with kindness for whatever reason, because where they grew up, the way they were raised, situations in their life, it just takes one person doing something kind to someone or for someone to make them kind of sit back and go, wow, that was pretty fantastic.
The human brain is very plastic, which means that it's constantly changing. So anytime that we focus on intentional kindness, you're literally exercising neural pathways. And as we do, they get easier to use. So anytime we can focus on kindness, we are helping ourselves and obviously whomever we are directing that kindness towards.
Being kind to someone, opening up to someone, getting to know someone is the first step to something more, progress in some way, whether that's, in terms of getting to know your neighbor or politically. And I think that on both ends of that spectrum, the first step is understanding and listening and choosing to be kind.